Hello there, it's Ruth Sherman, CEO and celebrity speech and media coach, but you do not have to be famous to work with me. Now, there are always obstacles getting in the way of getting ourselves out there to make a much bigger impact, to play on a much bigger stage. And I mean that literally, as you know, because my expertise and people come to me, clients come to me because they want to get on stage or on camera and really connect with clients and customers. So there are 8 obstacles that I have that I want to go over with you that are easy to surmount. So I'm going to use my notes for this. So if you just bear with me, I'm going to look down and then I'm going to look back at you as I tell you about them. The first one is to start with something achievable. Maybe that's getting on the phone and calling your local chambers of commerce or local business organizations. Go to meetup.com to see what organizations are meeting in your area, contacting the program director, and lining up speaking gigs. You know, what I like to say is get the gig, worry about it later. You can always develop the content. Maybe it is just sitting down and shooting that video, all right? You know how I feel about this. You have to GOI, get over it, and GID, get it done. You have to be consistent. You know, I shoot a video every week, whether I like it or not. And this is key in marketing of any kind. We all know this. So if you're out there speaking, try to get 1 or 2 gigs per month. I mean, 1 per week would be better, but that can be tough. Videos, I strongly suggest doing it every week, but even if you do it twice a month, once a month, just be consistent. It's amazing, but people learn to expect something from you, and you don't want to disappoint them. The third is get used to the discomfort. Get used to discomfort. You know, there is a very strong level of discomfort when you're up on stage and or when you are doing videos. These things really stretch you in ways that almost nothing else does. Now, we need that discomfort so that we practice a lot and that we, make sure that we limit the discomfort to some extent, but we never get rid of it entirely. And that's a good thing because it makes us much more engaging and interesting to watch. The fourth is don't beat yourself up. You are bound to make mistakes. We all create videos that suck. We all get up and bomb sometimes on the stage, hopefully not too much and certainly not often as you get better at this, but the bottom line is that you shouldn't beat yourself up. Get up the next day and try again. That is what I do. That is what my clients do. That's what every professional person should do and does do. Keep going. Let's make sure I have this right. If you fall off the wagon, get back on again. So if you skip your video, there's no law that says you can't get right back on. Or if you're a day late, I've done that. My video e-zines go out on Fridays. I do everything I can to make that happen, but sometimes life gets in the way. And I make sure that on Saturday it goes out. Again, better to keep it consistent, but don't let it derail you entirely. I love this one. This is the 6th one. Keep a content journal. Aren't you tired of struggling to find out what you're going to say or write about in your blogs or in your video e-zines? I will tell you, I used to wake up on Friday mornings and think, I haven't done my e-zine. What am I going to say? And I would struggle. I don't do that anymore, and neither do my clients. I teach them, and I myself keep a content journal. Anytime you see something that piques your interest, jot it down in your content journal and also with the context around it so you remember why it interested you in the first place. Then when you are at that 11th hour and you're shooting your video, that you simply have to wake up, look at your content journal, choose that thing that you want to say, and say it. Shoot that video. Watch others. I cannot tell you how important this is. It's really interesting. I'm having a live event. I'm having a couple of live events, and as I'm doing this, I'm actually doing one in New York City. As you're seeing this, as this is being released, I am in New York doing a 1-day live event, and I invited somebody to accompany me. I invited another speech coach to come, and her response was that no, we do the same thing, so I'm not going to come. I was like, are you kidding? I can't wait to go see what other coaches are doing. Watch others. Watch other great speakers, video people who you admire. Learn from them. If the If that was reversed, if she had invited me and I had the time, I would absolutely have gone to see what she does. And I would have been honored by the invitation. So don't do what she did, all right? Go see other people. You cannot see too much. You cannot observe too much. Learn what works, learn what doesn't, learn what fits your own authentic personality. And I think let's see, we're at number 8. Yes. Mastery happens over time. I know everybody wants to be an expert like this, right? Doesn't happen that way. It happens over time. Everybody's different. Everybody's learning abilities are different. For you, it might take, I don't know, it could take 6 weeks. For another person, it could take, it rarely takes 6 weeks. What am I even talking about? It could take 6 months. For other people, it could take a couple of years. For still others, that time might be condensed. It really depends on how often you do it, how much you practice, and again, how dedicated you are to getting it right. But mastery happens over time. It's muscle memory. So, that's how you get to Carnegie Hall. If you want to know more about on-stage and on-camera presentation, hop on over to my website, ruthsherman.com, where you'll be able to download your Celebrity Video Charisma Secrets absolutely free. I will see you over there.